correctly understanding the emotional detachment as men is a key to a long-term relationship. Now, when we say emotional detachment, we often think, are you saying that we need to ignore woman? Are you saying that I cannot love her? Are you saying that I'm not able to emotionally connect with her? I'm not saying that. Emotional detachment is the middle way, balanced path to able to have a long-term relationship. And I'll explain the differences between the emotional attachment, emotional disconnection, and emotional detachment. And these are the three types that I have learned throughout the experiences in my life, in my relationships. So you'll get the benefits out of this. So let's get into it. So here are three types of emotional attachment, detachment, and disconnection, right? Now, first, I would like to introduce you to the flow of my life, okay? I don't know if you have gone through these stages, but I guarantee you that a lot of people go through these stages also. Now, the first stage of life when we are born, when we are risen up by the Disney movies and our parents and the society, we become emotionally attached to women. We are told that we need to be nice guys. We need to be the people that needs to love like the Disney type people. Now, in the early stage of life, we are not good without her. Whenever we meet a woman, whenever we try to talk with her, whenever we are trying to date with some girls on the early stages of our life as men, we are in the state of not good without her. Okay? So, typical sentences of men that are not good without her are, I can't live without you. Oh my god, I can't live without you. You know the song called She's Gone? She's gone out of my life. I'm gonna die if you leave me. They also say that too. I'm going to die if you leave me. I'm not good without you. Okay? I'm emotionally attached to you. And due to the fact of the magnetism within the relationship, when you become attached to her, she becomes detached from you. Okay? And vice versa. When you become detached from her, she becomes attached to you. Vice versa. Okay? It works both ways. It's like a magnet, push and pull. Okay? Now, because I went through this early stage of life of emotional attachment, I got burnt. I had severe emotional pain because I got rejected by a woman because the woman that I met and the ladies that I met when I was young, like when I was like 19, 18, at that age, woman felt ick from me. The ickiness, okay? This is ick. That man is not good without her. When a man is not good without her, that means that she can influence him. And she can influence him in a way that she can manipulate him. And when he is being manipulated very easily, that means that she cannot rely on him. And because when I was young age, I wasn't reliable because I was emotionally attached, woman rejected me. And when woman rejected me, first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth, it goes on and on. It began from when I was like 12, 13 years old. Okay, I got rejected by these when I was young. Okay, I felt massive pain because of the rejection. Okay, this made me have tons of rejections, and this rejection made me into a quote unquote like a black pill, okay? I would say like the people that are going their own way without woman, okay? The men that are going their own way. Now, this is the second stage. This is the middle stage of life. After having such a pain within the relationship and having being rejected so many times, now a man is trying to survive. And the survival mechanism of men that feels so much pain within his heart is the emotional disconnection. Now, this emotional disconnection means that because of the emotional pain that he is having, he needs to somehow survive this pain, right? So rather than solving this issue of internal pain, the spiritual, the mental pain, he tries to numb pain through anesthetics. Whenever we have migraine or whenever we have some headache or any sorts of pain, we take anesthetics to able to do surgery, and we take pills to able to calm our pain down. But we, as men, in this stage of life, we disconnect from emotions to able to stop feeling any sorts of pain by disconnecting. Do you understand what I'm trying to get at? They are disconnecting from the emotions because it's too painful. It is too painful. The past experiences has been too painful, and they had to emotionally disconnect from any sorts of relationships, any sorts of woman. And because they're numbing pain, the real they're only curing symptom. They're not really curing the causes, okay? And the cause is maintaining the pain over and over again. And due to the fact that whenever this guy that is emotionally disconnected feels any sorts of pain, he tries to numb that pain over and over and over again. So that's why this state is called apathy. Whenever he's trying to suppress the emotions, suppress the emotions, he feels apathy. And because whenever something is suppressed, it explodes. It's like a volcano. That's why he has occasional anger that is built within him. The anger that is built within him is, somewhere in the corner of his life all the time, and it's always ready to explode. He's on the thin ice of exploding anger. This guy has not solved his problem, his emotional pain, but still trying to numb his pain to able to live his life, right? To able to survive. It's a survival mechanism. Now, interestingly, this guy that emotionally disconnects seems like having success with sex. This is very interesting, right? This guy that emotionally disconnected seems like having success with having sex with a woman. And it is due to the fact that this looks like emotional detachment. Do you understand what I'm trying to get at right now? This stage is where bad boys are having success with having sex. They're having success with having sex with a woman because he is actually disconnecting with any sorts of emotion, feeling any sorts of emotion with her. And because it looks like emotional detachment, she wants to attach to you over and over and over again. Okay? But when this guy that has emotional disconnection tries to have a long-term relationship, he fails at it because relationships require emotional connection with each other. And when you're not able to connect with a woman, you are bound to fail with long-term relationship. If you disconnect emotionally from having any sorts of emotional experiences, you cannot connect with women emotionally. And this is the reason why this stage of life, the guy that is in the emotional disconnecting stage of life, has success with sex, has success with sex. It sounds very interesting, right? But fails at long-term relationships. And many of the high-performing men and entrepreneurs or all these type of elite guys, they are in the emotional disconnection stage, and that's why they seem like they're having success with having sex, but they're not able to maintain any sorts of long-term relationship due to the fact that they're not connecting with their emotions. Okay, so you must solve this issue to able to form a family. If you want to form a satisfying long-term family, you have to connect with your emotions again. By the way, if you are an entrepreneur, high performing man, or an executive who is struggling with the long term satisfying relationship, but you are successful at having sex, but you're struggling with the long term relationship, link is in the description. I'll help you out with it. And there are many high performing men that are struggling with the long term relationships, even though they are successful at having sex, right? So I'll help you out with this. Thank you very much. And I went through this stage, and I know what it feels like. It feels painful. It really does. If you do not try to numb your pain, the pain always comes out. And one of the reasons why I do not recommend people having smoking marijuana or smoking any sorts of pot that suppresses their emotions is because they can get addicted to that substances to able to numb the brain parts, the limbic brain part, okay, the limbic system. It will numb that part that makes us feel the emotion. And I do not recommend taking those substances, okay? So now, this is the middle path that will solve the issue of the long-term satisfying relationship. Now, this is the middle path that is most balanced. It combines the logical side and the emotional side together. It's integrating together the logical and the emotional side. It's very, very balanced. Okay? Now, this is the final development of a man that has a long-term satisfying relationship. Now, he feels the happy emotional experiences as human. Emotional experiences as human and experiencing the emotion itself is crucial for human experience. We have to emotionally experience happiness. Okay? I'm not saying that happiness must be the only state that we're feeling. No, I'm not saying that. We can feel sadness, we can feel anger, we can feel happiness. Okay? But what I'm trying to say is that we need to emotionally experience as human. And this guy that is emotionally detached can feel emotions. Okay? It is not about disconnection, it is about detachment. This guy has successfully healed his emotional wound of past, aka doing the shadow work, doing the facing the past wounds of the past and overcoming that emotional pain. Okay, it's a spiritual healing, and if you don't go through this spiritual healing, you'll end up in this stage of having constant sex but fail at relationships. Now, this guy overcomes the past by facing it, not ignoring it. You cannot ignore the past. Okay? You have to face the past. And I will explain how to overcome the past very soon. And this guy is in the stage of you are good with her and good without her. Got it? This guy that has emotional attachment, he is not good without her. He's super attached. This guy cannot emotionally connect with her. Okay? He feels apathy when he's in the relationship, and it's impossible for him to connect emotionally. Because once he feels that he wants to connect with her, it feels like emotional attachment, and he doesn't want to repeat the pain of the past breakups. Now this guy has the state of being good with her and good without her. Okay? And this is the state of absent of importance. Buddha said it also. Okay? The source of all pain is attachment, and the attachment comes from the importance that we have upon the things that we see in this world. We have immense amount of importance on materialistic things, the things that we can see with our eyes, okay? And whenever we see something that we want to grab hold on to and we don't want to let that go, that means that you have immense amount of importance. But this guy doesn't have the importance on woman, on having woman. He's good with her and good without her, emotionally detached, okay? And he lets go of the control. He does not try to grab the woman in his life and does not want to let her go. He doesn't do that, okay? He lets her go. He respects woman's free will to leave. Do you understand? Now, how do we get to the emotional detachment? How do we get to this emotional detachment state? And that is the main question that we need to answer. Now, I'll tell you. Now, I'll tell you how to become truly emotionally detached. Okay? Now, once you actually felt the emotional, intense experiences in the past, that will haunt you and will try to shape your reality because your subconscious has been programmed through the emotional experiences that you had in your past. So, for example, if you had emotional, intense experience on having a woman cheat on you, then you'll be reluctant. How do you say this? You will not want to have any sorts of relationship in the future due to the fact that you have already seen how a woman cheated on you and you don't want the relationship anymore, right? It's the emotional, intense experience that will cause you to change your behaviors and the experience of your life. Now, because we don't want the past to haunt you, we want to transform that past. We need to overcome that past. We need to directly face it and tell that past that you are stronger than your past. Got it? Now, I've already told you about the emotional experience in the past around relationship is causing you to not be able to emotionally detach. Got it? So, first thing that you must do is to overcome the past. This is the first step. You need to get into the relaxed state, okay? You gotta close your eyes and without any sorts of noises around you, okay? And you gotta close your eyes and sit by yourself in a comfortable position for 15 to 20 minutes. Just do that. And do that until you feel the relaxed state. Until you feel that relaxed, calm state. Now, this is gonna be very, very painful, but I need you to go to that core memory, your core memory of your past that was the most painful past emotional experience, the core memory. I'll write it down. Core memory. Within your imagination. Go back to your past within your imagination. And for example, go if the woman cheated on you, and the moment that you have found out that she has cheated on you, go back to that past again and face it directly. You gotta face that experience again. Now, here's a caveat, okay? When you actually try to go back to your past and reimagine that past, it's going to be so painful to the point that you'll feel like you want to avoid it. But I would like you to not avoid that pain, because the pain will eventually dissolve. It will eventually calm down. Trust me on this. I have done this also. It took me a couple of days for the emotional states to calm down. I'm getting kind of emotional too. But it will take time, but it will eventually dissolve. Trust me on this one. Okay? Face that past until the emotions become neutral and calm. Okay? If she cheated on you, go back to that core memory of the past. Face it. Okay? Do not avoid it. And you'll feel the massive pain of heartbreak, but you'll get used to it. You have to let the emotions feel. You have to feel the emotions within you. It will feel like you're, as if you're dying, as if you're just gonna fucking crash out. But you have to face it, seriously. And that is the shadow work. Now, it can take multiple days, okay? And here's the most important thing that I would want to give it to. How do you completely dissolve it? It's through forgiveness. This is very, very hard. I know. I know it is hard. I've been bullied. I had some intense emotional experiences around women that has also hurt me. And I also hurt women too, which I'm not proud of. And I've had a lot of experiences that made me so emotional. But I must tell you, forgive them. Emotionally forgive them. Even though they hurt you, even though they try to let you down, it's okay. Really, forgive them. Okay? Getting kind of emotional here. Forgive them, okay? I'm saying this really to emphasize the importance of forgiveness. It is truly, truly important. You have to forgive every single people that has hurt you, okay? Now, when you have done this practice to able to face your past, to able to forgive them, you'll feel released from your past. This past will no longer control you. Okay? You'll let go of the anger and the apathy that you have been feeling for a long time that has controlled you because of the pain that you have experienced. You're going to let go all the pain, all the apathy, all the lower vibrational states, the emotional lower vibrational states. You can let it all go. Let it go. Really, truly. And this is the path of emotional detachment. And also, I'll tell you this, that once you actually imagined and you have faced it until to the point that it becomes neutral, right? When it becomes neutral, now you can do another practice. When that core memory has been neutralized, now you get into the relaxed state again, 15 to 20 minutes, meditative state, and go back to your imagination again, and you can reimagine the past so that it becomes the new past. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now, the girlfriend has cheated on you. Now you have faced it multiple times. Now your emotions become neutral, right? You go back to that past again. Go back to that exact moment that you heard that she has cheated on you. Now, you reimagine that scene that girlfriend is hugging you and kissing you and not cheating on you, okay? Reimagine that scene and reimagine that scene from 5 to 6 seconds, 5 to 7 seconds, just like an Instagram reel. Like the girlfriend is hugging you and kissing you over and over and over again until you feel that intense positive emotional state of calmness and happiness or that state, and you literally override your past experience. Now your past has overcome when you do this practice. And I guarantee you that you have a lot of painful past experiences, past emotional experiences in the past. You can overcome all of it. The all past can be overcome. And I guarantee it. And once you do these practices of being emotionally detached over and over again, then you can finally feel the human experience of emotional experiences. Okay? And now, because I'll tell you one secret of the universe. Every single experience of human life comes down to wanting to feel the emotions that you're not currently feeling. I'll repeat that again. All of the human experiences can be summarized with they're trying to feel the emotions that they are not currently feeling. Okay? Therefore, once you know that all you want is the feeling, now you can actually completely emotionally detach from a woman by doing this practice again. Now you get into this is the third the imagination technique. Okay, the imagination technique is so useful. It is like it is the best technique. You get into the relaxed state, 15 to 20 minutes, and then you construct a scene where your dream girl, the dream girl of your life, is kissing and hugging you and saying that she loves you over and over again, 5 second reel. You repeat it over and over again until you feel that intense emotional experience. And once you emotionally experience the positive experiences, then you can actually detach from a woman by being in the state where you are good with her and good without her. If you need to repeat this sentences over and over again, go back like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, okay? Try to listen to what I have said. You have to emotionally give it to yourself first, okay? To yourself first within your imagination, and you become detached because you are good with her and good without her, because the only thing that you want from a woman is the feeling, the emotions of having a woman, emotions of having a satisfying long-term relationship. And that is the only thing that you want. And that is the secret of the universe and the secret of having the long-term relationship. Become emotionally detached by giving it to yourself first. It's the as within, as without. As within, if you give it to yourself first, the emotions that you want from a woman first, and as without, you manifest, quote unquote, manifest in the reality. Okay? Now, the definition of manifestation by neural knowledge goes internally shifting to a degree to which you're no longer emotionally dependent upon seeing reality change. And this is basically the manifestation one-on-one over here. Okay? You are successfully manifesting the reality that you want due to the fact that you are giving the emotions to yourself first. You're good without it. You're good with it and good without it. The manifestation is not about seeing the reality change. It's not about seeing your eyes with your eyes. It's not about physical change. It's about the internal change, the internal state, what you have, overcoming the past, reimagining it, and imagining the future situations as if it has already happened now, and your consciousness has shifted to the state where you already have the long-term relationship, the long-term satisfying relationship, the woman that you want. Now, if you do this practice over and over again, I guarantee you that you will become emotionally detached. And this will be the final development of human experience as men. Thank you very much.